Now you remember we said that in order to experience God, we must live where God is. In order to be the truth, you must be the Spirit. You must live here and now consciously in the kingdom of heaven, where Spirit lives. God lives in heaven. Spirit lives in heaven. Heaven is where you are in the spiritual awareness of being. And when you are living here consciously in the kingdom of God, identifying yourself and your neighbor as Spirit, as the invisible universe around you as Spirit, you must go one step further. It cannot be something you speak with the lips. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, the qualities of the Spirit are. And so for you now to live consciously in heaven, on earth, there are a group of exercises that have been prepared for you. Every exercise is begun with the knowledge that I am the Spirit of God. I'm not a human mind expressing world mind ideas into thought forms that die. That's only the fourth level of consciousness. An incomplete fractional level which limits me to a lifespan of opposites. I know the secret of how world mind flows through me, and I form images that appear to be external, and now I'm going to let these images flow through me with the knowledge that they are not out there. And in their place I am going to invite the higher ideas of the divine consciousness. And I'm going to accept that just as the sun shines and truth flows independent of the human mind, I'm going to accept now that all of the qualities of the spiritual universe around me are flowing now independent of the human mind. I cannot coax them into coming into my life. They are here already. I cannot coax the sun to be warmer or brighter, or truth to be more truthful, or the intelligence of God to be more intelligent. I cannot influence in any way the purity of God, the harmony of God, or the peace of God. It is here. But I can empty out my concepts, which are the forms and objects and conditions I have accepted in this world, removing all concept until I am in a state of purity, so that the qualities of God which are here can express themselves. And so the series of exercises we will institute are these. Number one, we will accept that just as the sun is shining, as truth is flowing, here and now, right here, all around us on this earth, not just in the sky, the intelligence of God is flowing. All around you now is the intelligence of God. This becomes the first contemplative meditation which you are to practice. We will do it now, and it is your first one for tomorrow. It will go something like this. The intelligence of God has no opposite. It is here. It is permitting no evil. It is permitting no error. It is permitting no sickness or disaster. God isn't sending hurricanes and typhoons and tornadoes. God isn't sending earthquakes and avalanches. None of these things are in the substance of reality. None of these things are in spirit. The intelligence of spirit is maintaining its own perfection. That intelligence all around me is my guarantee that there is an intelligence running the spiritual universe. There is no one here who can improve that intelligence. No one here who can improve the spiritual universe. It is always being maintained by the perfect intelligence of spirit. And because I am living in the kingdom of spirit on earth, I am that spirit. That intelligence is the only intelligence I can accept. There is no second intelligence. There is no counterfeit intelligence. There is no unintelligence. Whatever denies, by its appearance or its activity, the perfect present intelligence of the Spirit of God is a non-existence. And I, to live in the kingdom of heaven here on earth, cannot accept any unintelligent action as happening. Whatever is unintelligent is impossible and can only appear in the mind that beholds it. Whereas yesterday I would behold an unintelligent action and in some way have a feeling about it. To live in the kingdom of heaven on earth, I must watch that unintelligent action, knowing that it is not external, it is not there, it is not happening. It is appearing to me in the human mind, which is a channel for the world mind, the fourth world, and I am not reacting to it, but am watching it with no judgment, no criticism, and no praise, because it is not there. It is not out there. It is only a world mind idea which my human mind had converted into an unintelligent action of a form. And I know it is not there. No unintelligent action exists in the spiritual universe around me. I am not accepting a material universe around me. I am walking in a spiritual universe and being faithful to the intelligence of the divine mind, the divine consciousness, to be present, governing all that exists, and therefore no unintelligent action is possible. In this contemplation I rest. To this I am true. I cannot change an unintelligent action because it isn't there. I cannot sympathize with it. I cannot resent it. cannot judge it. I cannot condemn it. I cannot fear it. It is not there, any more than that sick person that I had imagined some time ago. If I am faithful to this, I am living in the kingdom of heaven on earth, where God is, where Spirit is. I am being the truth, not knowing it. I am the truth. I am the intelligent action of Spirit. And beside me there is no other. The shadow of the lie must fade and dissolve, because spiritual truth leads me to green pastures. And I stand in that truth until the false shadow of the lie vanishes in my consciousness. Now this is your first exercise tomorrow. Not only is the Spirit omnipresent, but the intelligence of Spirit is omnipresent. There is no second intelligence anywhere. There is no intelligence to create a war or to maintain a war. No intelligence to cause or maintain a disease. No intelligence to run one automobile into another. Therefore, these things, which could not happen in the presence of divine intelligence, are not happening. Do you see how you're taking the power of the world mind away? How you are removing the false sense of power it has had to force upon us forms that have no existence, that could not exist in the presence of divine intelligence? And by supplying the missing ingredient that divine intelligence is present, you remove the hypnosis of the world mind, which says unintelligent action can be present. But it means nothing unless you work with it, unless it becomes a daily, concentrated contemplation, until you take from it the essence of its truth, until you can walk away from this experience and know that you have the power to look out upon the world, which says to your mind that unintelligent action is happening, and within you is the strength to know, no, it cannot, because divine intelligence is present. Divine intelligence is omnipresent and permits no unintelligent action. Therefore, no unintelligent action is happening. And I say to you, work with this. Tomorrow, until you feel that you have developed a capacity to even get a glimpse of the great truth, which can free your mind from the world mind stream and open you to the life stream of the soul. Now make that your subject for contemplation for tomorrow. There'll be another one for the following day and the following and so on. But if tomorrow you do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, that's not too many. And to guide you, you might use the contemplation we just went through. But don't do that for 4 or 5 times. Let it run freely from your own inner self. Get the feeling of it, so that after this contemplation we have had is repeated with you once or maybe twice, learn to let the full flow of your own inner spirit dictate your contemplative meditation with the subject that the intelligence of Spirit is present without opposite, everywhere. On the highway, in the home, in the hospital, on the battlefield, in the city, throughout the world, the omnipresent intelligence of God is. And you live in that divine intelligence without opposite. Let's take a second, and this will be for your second day.